Hey, we're back, and yeah, we'll tell you a little bit more about what we did while we were off for 3.5 weeks unexpectedly, but it was enjoyable and we had fun. So more about that coming up right after this. Thank you. That's my line.
That's my line. Hi everybody, I'm Judy.
And I'm Jim, and welcome to It's a Highway Vlog, where you get to travel the country with us, and you don't even have to leave that brand new shiny exercise machine you got for Christmas.
So, while you're starting your year out right,
Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment below so you don't miss a thing. Don't forget to ring the bell.
ring, ring.
Thank you. Well, hello there, everybody. We're back. We are back
Finally.
out, finally running. We were home for about 3.5 weeks. We didn't really mean to be home that long. We had no intention of that, but
No, actually, we were trying to get a plan on running over the week or
Yeah.
over Christmas.
I guess we went home probably
Thursday before Christmas.
Thursday before Christmas. We actually ran a load Monday before Christmas, which was the 23rd, a little short load. We ended up having some issues with the truck. We had to take the truck in the shop. They kept the truck for longer than we thought. I think they had it for 3 days. So
It was over the weekend. It was over the holidays.
Yeah, over the weekend. Turned out to be something minor. It was what they call a knock sensor on our truck. They had to replace that. But there was a few complications with that. It was actually the original sensor that had been in there for 750,000 miles. And so they had to work to get it out.
Which they said was really awesome that it lasted that long, because in
Yeah.
these trucks they tend to go out a lot sooner than that.
So it's just part of the emission control system on these trucks. So anyway, they got that fixed. We got the truck back, and then we stayed at home longer than we thought we would. And yeah,
Well, between you being sick when we first got home,
yeah.
and then it seemed to spread everywhere, and then eventually got around to me. I was out, Friday after Christmas, just with fever and being sick, and luckily it didn't last that long. But and then it seemed to come around again.
Yeah, and so we were all sick. It's funny, we stay out here in the truck and travel all over the country and go into every place that imaginable that you would think is germ infested, and we don't get sick. We go home and we both get sick. And we do this every year. It seems like every year we go home, we get sick. So I don't know. Our kids had it, the rest of the family had it, so it was going around, but it's just like, you need to stay out from now on and not go home and not get sick.
Well, I think it has to do with the fact that we're always home during flu season.
That could be it. I don't know.
But thankfully for our essential oils too, because that made things go a little bit
Yeah, that seemed
quicker
to.
than a lot of people were holding on to it for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't really deadly deathbed sick, but I mean, it was enough that it was annoying, and having to cough and fevers and everything else. But we're back out. We came back out yesterday and ran a load. We are actually on a load right now that we'll deliver in the morning, and
I'm taking my half-hour break.
And then, not surprisingly, we don't have a load after this load.
Go figure.
Uh,
Seems like things never change.
Yeah. New Year, same old stuff. So
Everything changes and nothing ever changes.
Yeah, but these loads were decent loads. They don't run us too far. We're staying in the eastern half of the country, and we're still in the eastern half of the country. In fact, we're in Kentucky at the moment, and it is short sleeve shirt weather. I don't know if you can see
it's
that.
like 57 degrees out down here right now.
Yeah, this is really odd weather for January 14th, and it's it's like spring, and so this really stinks, because we all know this is just a little
Little teaser.
Because
Teasing.
it's probably going to get cold, and we've had nice weather since we were home. I think it
Except
snowed.
for all the rain.
Well, it rained, but we had like one day where we actually had like just maybe an inch of snow, and then it was gone the next day because it got back up in the 50s. So very strange weather for this time of year. I'm not complaining.
I don't know, like 2-3 inches of rain just here recently.
Yeah.
The creek was up early.
So yeah, there's a creek that runs along the north side of our property, and it was like flooding when we left home.
Yeah, we had our whole bottom was flooded there for a little bit.
Right.
And it went down. Trees coming
Yeah.
down the creek.
You have trees coming down the creek, and then they'd run into each other, and then they'd sit in the creek for a while, and they're still there. So
Yeah, and I got some videos of my grandson and I and the dog out by the creek
yeah,
throwing rocks and stuff before all that rain. So
Right.
it was
Yeah.
still a little up. But it
so
was
all in
fun.
all, we had a good time at home.
Yes, we did. Got lots of babysitting done and spending time with our grandson and the rest of our family.
Right.
And so that was great times. And you know, it always seems like it goes so fast, but yet it's like we've been out 3.5 weeks.
3.5 weeks. Crazy. So we're back out. We don't really have any plans at the moment to go home for any time soon.
Other than for your physical in February.
Yeah, I have to take our DOT physical in February.
And that can be done anywhere in the country, but in Ohio, it's just better to do it in Ohio because.
Yeah, when you're finished, you have to take your physical card into the Bureau of Motor Vehicles in Ohio, and you have to sign a paper that basically says that I'm an over-the-road truck driver, and then so we have to turn that in, and so it's easier just to be at home and do it.
Well, and
and
Ohio is one of those weird states too, because a lot of other states you could go anywhere in the country and do over the internet, putting into the
Yeah,
system.
we tried that
in
once.
Ohio, it doesn't do it. They said Ohio is one of the worst states. They can't get it connected.
We've tried to do that, and it's failed, and so we gave up.
And then we get put out of service.
Yes. So we gave up on that, and so we physically take our physicals into the Bureau of Motor Vehicles License Bureau and have them enter it in the system while we stand there and watch them. And that has worked for us the last 4 years or so. It's always fun to get a call from safety saying, "Hey, your physical isn't in the system." And I'm like, well, we turned it in and did what we were supposed to do, and we have a history of paperwork being messed up, so we just expect it. Yeah. Long story. So anyway, we got to do that, and I don't know what else we have
The
coming up.
NIST test that we have to do, we thought maybe we
Yes.
could combine the two while we're home.
Yeah,
do it at home and maybe take.
There's a
weekend or something.
certification test that we have to have done every year on our box in our truck to make sure it qualifies and is actually that the probes we have 4 probes in our truck that record the temperatures all the time, and this test basically is a calibration test that makes sure that they are indeed recording the right temperatures. So they hook another box up to it, and it has it's a certified, sort of a standard, I guess. And then if our temperatures match their temperatures, then we're good to go. And it doesn't take too long, half an
It
hour.
just depends on if the shop has anybody available to do
Right,
it. And,
right.
Yeah.
And there's only certain shops that can do this, and
There's a list.
there's a list. And fortunately, a couple of places that are close to us are on the list, so we may go home and do that. But that's sort of what we're doing.
That's in February.
That's in
so
February.
We'll probably
so,
have another vlog that we'll forget we talked about this and talk
Yeah.
about it again.
yeah, so stay tuned. But yeah, we're back out. We're running. Hopefully
Trying
the weather.
to get back on the health kick.
Yeah, we won't talk about that much.
Yeah. Most people start on the 1st of January. We start when we get back out on the road.
It's just handy. We go home and we eat more than we should. We eat stuff we shouldn't eat, and so now we have to worry about when we cross the scales because we're probably overweight, at least a little bit. I know I personally put on 10 pounds.
Yep.
In 3.5 weeks, I gained 10 pounds, but it was an enjoyable 10 pounds, so I'm not going to complain. So now I've just got to work to take those off.
Yep. And we got a little chaffle maker for
Yeah.
Christmas, so we get to make some chaffles, which we've heard lots of stories about. So
Yeah,
we'll
I have a feeling that we're probably going to abuse those in some way,
Abuse
shape, or form.
And which is really cool because we can freeze those too, so
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So we're ready to go. We got a few things for Christmas. Really not too much for the truck. We got a new mixer.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of those little things like a hand mixer,
Yeah.
and you
And
know
a
when you're
chaffle
out,
maker.
yeah, when you're out in the truck, you try to limit what you bring out here for appliances and things like that. But I really missed a hand mixer, and just mainly for like cream cheese and
Right.
that kind of stuff, and just
Yeah,
whip
it's
things up.
more enjoyable for me to use the electric mixer than my hand
Yeah.
and my arm. So
Which if
yeah.
you go back to cooking on the truck, there's
Right.
There's a few pictures of you whipping stuff up.
Yeah, so we'll go with that. We also have a new microphone. I hope it sounds better. This is a Rode Video Micro that we're using now. So hopefully it sounds a little better. It's the first time we've actually tried it, so we don't know.
It does look like a raccoon tail.
Yeah, it's sort of funky looking. Maybe I'll show you that in the next video. But anyway, so we're back and we're doing our videos, and so we'll try to go back to doing daily videos because I really like to do that.
Yeah.
So for the time being, that's our plan. So hey, stay tuned for tomorrow.
And hopefully expediting video will be up here real soon about our second half of our list about bringing out truck stuff.
Yeah, we got some other ideas to talk about things, so we'll get into that as we go. So anyway,
it's great talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Glad to be back. And if you like these type of videos, even if you don't, subscribe. Click the little buttons.
Anyway.
Just do it. It'll make us happy. You'll be happy. You'll live a better life. What can I say?
Watching YouTube.
Yes. Watching YouTube. So until the next time,
I guess. Don't forget to ring that notification bell too. See, I forgot my part.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing now.
So long, everybody.
Good night.